All right, now for submitting. Right at the end of the last demo, I kind of snuck in that step of merging everything onto a new layer. But that has so many advantages, I really want to point it out. So by turning off your background layer, going to your top layer of content, and then holding down Option and saying Layer Merge Visible, while you're holding down Option, it makes a copy of it above everything. What you're able to do then is erase from that layer on its own. But because these are clouds and it's all about transparency and softness, you need to turn off all the layers underneath, except for your sky. So right now, because I duplicated, see there's a big difference between those two. And so instead, I want to, actually I can have it both ways here. Merge them all together, and then turn off all the layers underneath, and then turn the sky back on. Now by doing that, I can take all those merged layers underneath and just play with their opacity. So that's with nothing, that's with a little bit. I think I want a little bit. But then I also want to take that combined layer on top and play with the clone stamp opacity too. I can take that merged layer on top and really erase away from it, let the sky come through, and of course adjust its levels, smudge it, play with its saturation, play with its color, all on its own. I could even take its whole opacity and dim it a little bit, which helps the sky color come through. And this is also a good way, without losing all of your content, to reassert your light source. So I got kind of highlights going everywhere, but I can take that top layer that's merged and I can burn it on the bottom. It's a very low exposure. And just deepen it a little bit underneath. If I ever go too far, I have the layers underneath. And that will help. So it's about subtlety, it's about control, all those things. How do you bring together the best illusion of a cloud, a believable cloud that suggests your creature? Okay, so I'm pretty happy with this. So now it's time to turn it in. There's a few ways you can do it. Of course, you're going to save it as your Photoshop file. But I like to have a reminder of the creature I'm trying to recreate with this cloud. So I'm going to take my PNG layer, turn it on, unlock it, and then transform it and shrink it into the corner. And then I have as one portfolio piece my creature and my cloud version. That might even help me to make some final opacity decisions. About what needs to be darkened. And then the other way is to simply upload both your PNG, the same one you did for assignment 2, and your flattened cloud. So once you're ready to submit, you're going to save as a JPEG. First save it as your PSD, then as a JPEG. And the reason we do JPEG is because we don't need transparency to be supported, and that way we can control its size much better. Because you have that quality scale you can use. So keep the same name, but JPEG to the desktop. Command D will navigate there. And then I want it close to 5 megabytes, but not over. And we check our image size just to be sure. We want something that's larger than 8 by 10 inches by at least 300 pixels per inch, and I've got that well covered. All right. Now we can organize those into our assignment 4 folder. Oops. But first we want to upload them to PhotoBucket, so I'll put these into my instructor demonstrations folder for assignment 4. And you want to submit something for our peer critique, even if it's just your creature, so we can look at the difficulties of it. So you can submit the creature and then your cloud, but you want to do it within the assignment 4 folder. Or you could submit the combined, where you have the creature composited in with the cloud. That's my preferred way to do it recently, so I don't have to look at 2 different ones. And then you're going to title it to keep them in order with our semester code SP17. Keep it simple, and then just your name. And then if you're submitting more than one file, just a numbering system, 1 and 2. All right. That is it.